track. Just. We are less than 1 month away from Hyrox World Championships. I've been super busy with my training and coaching, and I'm going to bring you along for a week to show you exactly what my training looks like. If you're new to the channel, I am a Hyrox athlete and coach. I compete in the men's 25 to 29 age group. My channel is all about providing you guys with advice and experience in the hybrid fitness racing scene. So if that's what you're looking for, subscribe to stay up to date. For reference, my current best times are 1 hour 7 minutes in the Hyrox Pro and 1 hour 3 minutes in the Hyrox Open. And so I'm looking to beat those as we're coming towards the end of the season. I'm trying to peak. Starting with today, Mondays, I normally do just like an easy run, but we're layering in some intensity. So I've set myself some assault bike intervals, 4 sets of 30 seconds, all out with 60 seconds rest in between. The idea is you go as hard as you can, build up as much lactic acid as possible, and then you teach your body to get better at clearing that lactate. It's short and simple. It doesn't create a lot of long-term fatigue, but it absolutely sucks in the moment and for about 10 minutes after. If any of you know that feeling, it is pretty grim. We're going to be doing this specific set 6 times throughout the next couple of weeks. Today, I ran to the gym, hit the intervals and ran home, but most of the time we'll be putting them as finishers at the end of certain workouts. Okay, so it's Tuesday. I'm at the altitude center to do some interval training. Going to do some VO2 max intervals. I'm actually going to start off with a little bit of strength, just some squats, kind of get the system fired up, and also just because I've got a pretty full-on week this week and trying to fit some strength in where I can, where it's not going to interfere with some of the other key sessions. It's taken me a little while to warm up today. I think the assault bike intervals yesterday got me more than I was hoping. A little bit of residual fatigue in the legs, but hopefully it'll go in a couple of sets. We're just looking at keeping a really good tempo with it, so we're not going crazy weights. Nice and slow on the way down, explosive drive on the way up, and keeping the rep range like low. Like I say, I don't want to build fatigue. We want to just tap into that strength stimulus, get the nervous system kind of fired up, and remind your body what heavy weight feels like, especially as it's kind of few and far between now in the build up to a big race. Okay, so we are now in the altitude chamber. So we're at altitude. I'm going to do some intervals. You can see there my so I've got heart rate, and that's my oxygen levels on the left there. So I'm already at like 86, where normally you'll be at like, in the 90s towards like 98%. Intervals that I'm going to do on the treadmill is short and sharp, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds recovery, 3 rounds, minute in between. Then I'm going to build it to 60 seconds on, 30 seconds rest, then 80 seconds on, and 40 seconds rest. Idea is getting that heart rate up real high, trying to hit zone 4 and 5. I don't normally do cardio and strength in the same session that much, but as it's high intensity and the strength isn't really a priority at the moment. Like I say, I was just kind of squeezing it in where I can, and I'm used to doing a lot more than that strength wise, so it's not really going to take away or conflict with the sessions. It's kind of more like a primer, and yeah, I just always feel a bit better having a few sets within the week, basically. So, right, dreading this. Let's stop hesitating and get on with it.
Shoo! Shoo! First set was not too bad, but immediately going into that second round, skyrocketed. Heart rate at 170. That's what I want, so let's get it. Oh. I'm in trouble now.
Alright, we are done. I am absolutely soaked. Good session though, good session. I done that session last week and it felt a lot worse. So quite happy that I could hold those speeds. It's going to be, it's faster than what I'm going to do Hyrox, but the main goal of that is jack that heart rate up, get comfortable in the uncomfortable, and the altitude certainly helps with that. I am now going to hit the showers, get some food, and then going to use the pod. It's pretty new tech, and it's been used a lot for people that are getting used to altitude for like mountaineering and stuff like that, but it has some promising evidence that's coming out about how it can be used for recovery, promising effects on lipid profile, and getting rid of waste. So that's kind of how I'm using it and testing it, seeing how it works. So far it's been pretty good.
Yeah, I'm out the way, yeah, I'm low, okay. Yeah, the island right here is remote, okay. I ain't thinking about no reaper, nigga, I'm reaping what I sow, okay. Got a Benjamin and a Jackson all in my house, like I'm Joe, okay. Hellcat, met his homeboys in them types LA solo, okay. Everybody wanna be demon till they get chipped by your throwaway. And I might do a show a day. Once a lame, always a lame. Oh, you thought the money, the power of fame will make you go away. It's been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. We hate the bitches you fuck, cause they confuse themselves with real women. And notice I said we, it's not just me, I'm what the culture feeling. How many more fairy tale stories about your life till we had enough? How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough? I like Drake with the melodies, I don't like Drake when he act tough. You gon' make a nigga bring back Puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crashed something. Yeah, my first one like my last one.
Okay, that's Wednesday's session in the books, group session. We did a Hyrox Metcon, same session last week. This week found it a bit harder actually. We got a similar time, but I think just a combination of it was a bit hotter today and the session yesterday was harder than the session I did last Tuesday. We also finished today with the assault bike intervals again, which were just nasty. I can't tell whether it was just because of this session felt harder, that I really didn't want to do the assault bike, or it's just, you know, the fourth exposure of that now, and it's like you kind of know what's coming, you're dreading it. Yeah, nothing gets you as bad as that assault bike. The build up in your quads and your glutes. You know, your lungs burn, but it's more that lactic acid burn, and just being able to get better at clearing that will help massively when you think of like the sled push, the lunges. Faster you can get rid of that, the better you'll be able to run off of those stations. So I believe it's doing good. We'll find out. Yeah, that's today's sesh. I'm gonna have jump in the sauna now and get ready for teaching the Hyrox class tonight. What is happening? We're back at the altitude center. Certainly feeling the effects of the last couple of days. Legs, calves feel a bit tight. A little bit chesty. I'm really hoping it's not a cold. I don't think it is. I don't feel any other symptoms, but I think it's just from real hard breathing and exertion yesterday. But today we're going to do just nice and steady zone 2 session, bit of a recovery run on the treadmill at altitude. Going to slowly, we're going to do a bit of like a cut down run, so slowly build the speed as it feels good. Hopefully I'll do like last couple of kilometers at threshold and kind of race pace, just to remind my body of that pace, get really comfortable with it. If it feels good, I've always got the bike which I can jump on and do if my feet and calves are still a little bit too sore, which I'm hoping they won't be once I get warmed up. But yeah, just not a crucial day today. It's a day of getting more training in without compromising the other sessions, and recovering. So nice and steady. What pal, ready to go. Are you team crop or team not? Controversial opinion, got some very mixed reviews. Drop it in the comments. Let's go. Couple of big lifts, so overhead, built to a heavy 3-rep max, and then into one drop set where I try to do high volume, just work a little bit of muscular endurance. Shoulder has been feeling good, still getting up to strength, because I dislocated my shoulder about probably 14 weeks ago now. So a little bit of rehab around that. A couple of core exercise and a bit of farmer's carry. I don't normally train farmer's carry that much because I don't feel like it's a station I really need to improve upon, but I do want to just make sure that I'm touching it a little bit. Okay, Saturday session, big sesh today. We are going for, gonna do a Hyrox sim, but what we're gonna do is 15-minute chunks. So as far as you can get in 15 minutes, 2 minutes rest, far as you can get in the next 15, 2 minutes rest. We're repeating 4 times. I think we can get close to doing the full thing in 4 15-minute chunks. I want to use this session to go a little bit faster than what I normally do for my full sims. So we're working on kind of quality of movement, that threshold and testing. Can you go above threshold, or will you just completely crash out? How fast can we do some of those movements? So the goal is get as close to finishing it in the hour. We'll probably go over on the last one, more than likely, but we'll see. Body feels okay, energy levels feel a little low, and we'll see how we get on. First round done. I got to about 200 meters on the run after the push, but I don't think I can hold this pace. End of the burpees. Two intervals down, 4 stations down. On track, just. certainly found that. I was holding just under 4-minute pace on all of the runs apart from the last one. That's where I really knew I can't hold this pace, but it's good, and I think now isn't the time to push it. I've got a full sim next week and should know what pace I can hold a bit better from that. That was a tough one. I'm a bit disappointed because I don't like quitting on a workout that I set out to do, but at the same time it's like, at what point are you going to gain from this, or is it just going to run you into the ground? And I felt like towards the end there, if I'd have continued, I would have felt maybe more accomplished from finishing it, but it wouldn't have really benefited me physically, I think. And that's the thing, you never know. That's why it's so difficult at this kind of point where I'm 3 weeks out. It's like you want to really pack in as much as you can and be doing the hard work, but at the same time you can't really afford to dig yourself a hole, and because you don't have time to rebuild if you make a mistake, if you wear yourself out. And so now I hope I've made the right decision. So need to be smart about my recovery today and get some nutrition in, get an early night, hopefully take it easy for the rest of the day. Long run tomorrow. Not sure where I'm going to go, but I'll see you then.